Okay, so they want the signatures again. Marissa's stealing things. Okay, so I can still do the quest. Oh, and it may lead to a bad ending if I don't do it. Well, I guess I know where we're going first, so I don't forget again. We're going shopping. It feels so weird just walking past people without talking to them, but I know if I talk, I'm going to forget and run through all my time. I'm already, like, having to constantly, like, remind myself in my brain. Remember, you have to do this. Have to do this. Here's what we were looking for. Long blonde hair. Somehow we know Marissa by scent. I don't know how that works. Oh no, there's something going on with Mystia. I'm not gonna ask any questions, I think. Yeah, Marissa runs off. So we just had a weird little encounter. I also need to buy drinks. These people drink like no one's business. Hello! Welcome in, guys. I still love seeing I have my own emoji. That's another reason I'm looking into getting emote labs. I wanna have all kinds of... I wanna not choke on my own spit, goodness me. I wanna have my own, like, series of emotes for you guys to spam the chat with. I think that would be very fun. Unfortunately, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I wouldn't be content just slightly editing the character and emote labs with the tools available. Like, I would probably do it temporarily, but I would want to actually create my character the way I see her. M. I hate it when I misgender myself. But I have to be femme in public to keep myself safe, so it's like... Sometimes my brain moves faster than my mouth. Mouth moves faster than my brain. Case in point, guys. What do you mean, say no more? What did I say? What did I say? But yeah, I am looking forward to getting emote labs. I'm just trying to make sure rent is all taken care of before I agree to anything. Because I need to make sure priorities are taken care of before I do hobbies. And since this isn't bringing in the big bucks, nor am I even sure I wanted to, I gotta focus on bills first. I am thinking about doing some little experimental streams over the week just because they only scheduled me 3 days of work, and I kind of want to do something with my spare time. I want to do like an art stream. I think that would be fun. I know I don't have a stylus, all I have is a mouse, but it's fun seeing what I can do with the limited resources available to me. Oh, the husband spams the emote. Honey, you know I want different emotes. I appreciate the enthusiasm, though. He really is my biggest supporter, and it makes me happy. I feel a little bit bad because for me to do these streams, he has to sit in another room because his chair is so squeaky. And I'm like, I feel bad. It's gotta be frustrating having to sit in there with... I mean, he has his Switch. There are some things in there with him. I just wish there was more I could do. Probably buy him a new chair. That could be an option. Not anytime soon, of course, because, you know, bills first, but that is a thought. Thank you for spamming the cute emote. I just want to remind everybody, Seto made it. Everybody say thanks to Seto because they're amazing. They saw a TikTok and somehow I got a new friend out of it. At least, I hope we're friends. I consider them a friend anyways. Then again, it doesn't take me much to consider someone a friend. Just some oh gosh. Army! An army of Ichis. I'm not sure how productive that would actually be. But yeah, it doesn't take me much to consider someone a friend. Just a few good conversations, shared interests, feeling at peace talking to you. That's really about all it takes. Now, the more frequency we have with the conversation, the more likely I will consider you a best friend. But it really doesn't take me much to consider someone a dear friend. Trout and pork and honey and Chin will like that. I just have to give her the right drink. She wants a dry drink. I can do that. I still feel a little bit special having someone actually make me fan art. It's like someone looked at my character, they looked at me, and they actually thought, I'm going to spend, you know, my precious time doing something kind for someone else. It makes me very happy. Just like it makes me happy anyone who shows up to these streams or watches them later, wherever they watch them. The fact that they took time out of their busy schedule, because we all know how busy life is. The fact they did that really does make me feel kind of important. Not like top of the world, pompous important, but like I have value and I matter important. Which of course I matter anyways, but trying to convince my brain of that has been a never-ending struggle. We gotta love ye old depression and anxiety. I do the best I can. Do we have... Yes, we have... Or does she want Japanese stuff? She wants Japanese stuff. Seaweed, mushroom, that should make Marissa happy. She wants a chillable drink. We're gonna give her one of these because we like to make money. Wriggle's hungry again. They need fish. Honestly though, streaming in general has been really good for my self-confidence. I've gotten the courage to start singing again. Probably don't sing when I should because we live connected to somebody and I don't want to bother them with singing at 2 in the morning because my sleep schedule is weird as heck. But that we'll call that a work in progress. But yeah, I've had the courage to sing, I've had the courage to pick up my other hobbies, and to just look at myself a little bit kinder than I used to. And I really couldn't have done it without you guys. Oh gosh, everyone's hungry. I say that every time, but it still surprises me. It surprises me that there is a lot of cooking in the cooking game, because that makes sense. Alright. We'll put the tonkotsu ramen on while we get her sake. I'm kind of jealous that all these characters like drinking. I've never been a fan of alcohol. My parents gave it to me, like even let me have sips at a young age, and I never liked it. It was never for me. You know, with my parents' record, that's probably for the best. But it's just like... It would be nice to try a wine cooler. I think that would be kind of fun. But maybe that's just me. I'm sure everybody else has, like, normal thoughts about drinking. Vintage. This is vintage? Yep. Trying to feed everyone, goodness me. Oh, okay, yeah, someone did need that. I was like, wait, did no one need that? Cultural heritage. We need more ginkgo. We need a more reliable way to get that. Which I don't know what that would be right now. Always have to go into heavy focus mode because I like see all these customers and I'm like, I have to serve them all. I do not remember what drinks you want to come to think of it. Mid-alcohol. I'm sure I've got something like that. I wonder if I should be a little bit more discerning about the kind of clips I make. Because right now I've just, like, if anything is even mildly funny, I've been turning it into a clip, and then I end up with, like, 2 weeks of content with 2 videos a day. And it's like, maybe it would be better if I actually thought, hey, is this actually worth posting? Because yes, it's fun to make clips, but I spend way too much time on it, and I want a little bit more time for myself. We'll see how that goes. Okay. I think that's everyone's orders for now. You always want sake. When did she show up? Veggies. Okay, I can do that. Goodness, we have a lot of customers tonight. Wish it had been that way at work last night. I ended up getting sent home because things were so slow. And like, I know they gotta keep labor costs down, but it was just kind of disappointing because I really like my job. Last year I kept swapping from job to job, so it feels nice having something I actually like. And actually feel passionate about. She wanted cultural heritage. That's fine. I'm also going to be switching games later on the stream. We're going to be giving Cozy Caravan another shot. I don't really know what happened last time. I encountered some kind of game-breaking bug that didn't let me progress. But in every other attempt my husband and I made, it worked just fine. Maybe I should try customer service mode. Oh gosh. Yeah, hey, at least I'm not using the customer service voice with you guys. That has been my biggest fear about streaming. Because I'm so eager to please, I'm worried it's gonna go into service mode for you guys. And considering I'm trying to be just a cozy, chill friend you guys can have in the background while you're doing whatever you want, I don't think that would be a very cozy vibe. Because, I mean, I'm sure some people are into customer service. No shame, you like what you like, but I don't feel like that's a cozy vibe. I actually don't mind sugary things too much, but I'm worried about the effect wine coolers would have on me, so I don't think we're actually going to try those anytime soon. At least not without husband supervision. And also, alcohol's expensive. I don't have money for that. I'm content with drinking Coke Zero every day after a failed attempt at keto. As I tried to do keto, I tried to lose weight. All I did was make myself very, very sick to the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna diet, I'm just gonna be patient and take care of myself. Just like YouTube viewers should take care of themselves now that this video's over. Rest of you stream folks, we're continuing on to the next day.